everyone, this is Sandra at Spirit of Avalon. So today I thought I would do a VR to Candy over at Candy Soul and Soil, and she's just done a Spring TTBR tag, which is Spring Tarot to be Read deck. So decks that we are planning to use this spring. So I thought, like I say, that I would join in with it. So I've got a few decks here. There is one oracle, so actually no, there's two oracles. But anyway, I don't think it really matters really whether it's tarot or oracle. But the first one that I'm going to be using, and this one is going to be like ongoing, is the Arthurian Tarot. Now I have the original Arthurian Tarot. As you know, it was my very first deck that I bought when I was a teenager, and this is the reprinted edition, which then went out of print, and it's now been reprinted again, and I think it's in like a purple colour. So I'm going to be using this one mainly because it has the expanded guidebook in it, which includes the Hallow Quest to sort of complete and follow. So the sort of Hallow Quest course, if you like. And I was going to be doing like the Wildwood one, and then I kind of fell behind with it, and I thought I was kind of losing interest a little bit, and I thought, which is typical of me. And I probably will go back to it at some point, but then I thought, I think the Arthurian one just feels more like me at the moment anyway. So I thought I would try like the Hallow Quest. And funny enough, because I was talking to Candy, we were messaging a little bit, and she's been doing the Hallow Quest, so I don't know whereabouts it starts in here. Is that it there? Oh, that's part 4. Oh no, because you've got different quests, like the quest for the spear is summer, so there must be something for spring. Yeah, quest for the sword, and I think Candy has just finished the quest for the sword. So, and we've got preparing for the Hallow Quest before that, which when I spoke to Candy, she said it's worth not skipping that, which I don't think I would have done anyway, because I'd like to sort of do. So that's the whole thing, the Hallow Quest course, and that is just the guidebook part that goes with the cards. So yeah, so I thought I would start this. So that's my thinking. I'll just show you a quick look at the cards. These will be in order because I've never actually used this deck, because I tend to use my old one. But oh, you probably can't see. Oops, that's a bit too close, isn't it? Okay, that might be slightly better. There you go. Or is that not in focus now? Probably not now. Okay. Yes, I'm sure you've all seen these cards before. Anyway, let's just mix them up a bit and show you some minors. So yes, I'm going to be working with this deck and doing the Hallow Quest course, but this will be like an ongoing thing, because I think it's meant to be like a year-long course. So, you know, obviously I will start with spring, as we are in spring now, and that is the start of the course anyway, so probably a good time to actually do this one. So that's my first deck, that is a spring deck, but it will be like an ongoing one as well. So let me just put that out of the way. So that's one. Another one that I'm going to be working with, and again, this is a repurchase, guys. Because I had this before. This is the Dreams of Gaia Tarot, and I bought this when I went to see Simon recently in Nottingham. So I repurchased it then, because I've kept meaning to and not doing it, and then it was just there in the bookshop, and I said, shall I? Simon said yeah, because it's there. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get it. So, and again, I've got the little like pocket Dreams of Gaia, but I wanted it for the main book, because this deck is a totally different system, and I wanted to have a go with it again, because I gave up before, but it was years ago that I had this. I had this when it very first came out with just the plain black backs on it. So I want to give it another go now. So, and again, cards will be in order. They're still glossy. I don't know whether Blue Angel will eventually put this into matte cardstock, but at the moment they are glossy. And has these backs, whereas my original just had black backs. So, which, you know, it's fine. So yeah, I love this deck. I mean, look at these images, seriously. And I love like the little one that I've got as well. But like I say, I mainly bought this for the book, but it's nicer to have the bigger cards as well. So look at that. So amazing, isn't it? I just love Raven Phelan's artwork. It's so good. So yeah, so that is the Dreams of Gaia, which I will be having another look at again. Let's just put these cards into this box, otherwise I can see me getting into a total mess with this. Even though you've got the cutouts for some of these boxes, they can still be quite stiff to open until they kind of wear in, I suppose. So we'll just put those back in the box and get on with the next one. So the next one, now this is going to kind of be, I'm going to see if these two go together. So this is the Beautiful Creatures Tarot, and this is the second edition. And this is a new one to me. I've never had this deck before, and this was gifted to me by Simon when I was in Nottingham last. I love it. So there's that. And it has the purple edges. Some of the gildings started to come off, but that's fine, doesn't bother me. And these are like lovely matte cards. But what I thought I would do, because these are all in order actually, is just put a few of these here just to see, because I want to see whether these would go with an oracle deck that I was thinking of using with them. So this other deck is the Fairy Wisdom Oracle, which was again another one that I bought myself when I was with Simon. I got it from shop in Chesterfield, and this was the one where I thought it was a different deck to what it was, but actually, as it's turned out, I actually prefer this one, so I'm glad I did get it. But I thought, would it go with the Beautiful Creatures? So let's see, because Candy often puts cards together And so you do think, is it going to go? It's a High Priestess coffee break. We have the Empress, Bad Dragon. I think it will. I think the cards need to obviously be mixed up a bit more because these haven't been shuffled. But I think it will be nice together, because this is beautiful creatures, so they're not like fairies, but it's got that kind of fairy or fairy tale like element to it. So I definitely want to like work with these. I'll look at this Chariot here, and then this Jewel of the Sea, because that almost looks very, I don't know, like a boat or something, even though I know it's a chariot. But Forget-me-not Strength, I think it will. But anyway, let me know what you think, guys. But I think I'm going to try them together anyway, just to see how we get on with those two. So that's another two that I'm going to be using for spring. So it's the Beautiful Creatures Tarot 2nd edition and the Fairy Wisdom Oracle deck. So that's those two also going to be used. And another one, and again I've had this a little while, and this is the Herb Crafters Tarot, but I've not worked with it properly. I've like looked through it, done a couple of like little pulls with it, but I haven't done like a great deal, but I would like to. But again, it's kind of because it's all kind of plants, I suppose it's a bit more of a difficult, well, not difficult, but a little bit of a harder deck to get used to. Like, I wouldn't say it's like a beginner's deck unless you really know your plants. So this is lovely. I mean, look at the backs, so nice. So you've got the Fool, there's Dandelion. So you do have to kind of either go on your intuition with this deck, or you have to read the guidebook or know a bit about plants and herbs. I know a bit, but I'm not like, I could learn more, but then, you know, we could always learn more about lots of things, couldn't we? And I do want to learn more. I want to increase my knowledge of herbs and flowers and things like that. You know, and different ones that can be used for different things. As I say, I've got some knowledge. I know some things, but I don't know everything. But then who does, really? Which is why I've got some books now to learn a bit more. And I'm even thinking about possibly doing, although of course it's not cheap, it will depend on money, but doing one of the Sons of Asgard courses that they do. Like, they do online courses at Asgard Academy, and I did think about maybe doing one of those. I know Chris is halfway through preparing like an Ogham one, but that's not available at the moment. And I don't remember if they've got a herb one. I don't think they have at the moment. I think it's another one that's going to be coming. But if they do, then I may do that. But I do love this deck. It does really, you know, when I'm going through it, it makes me smile and stuff. So I do, and sort of gives me sort of goose pimples. So I have got some connection to this deck. So yeah, really lovely. And I think it's actually nice. A lot of the cards are nice for spring. Look at this. Oh my god. Hawthorn is one of my favourites. There's a big tree out the front. And yes, in the spring you get the flowers. In the autumn you get berries. So it's, you know, the lovers, and how perfect for the lovers. I absolutely love that. So yeah, so this is a big one that I definitely do want to work with this spring and probably summer actually as well. I think a lot of these decks are probably going to be going into the summertime as well. This one definitely will, the herb one. So that was the Herb Crafters Tarot. And the last one that I want to work with, and this deck again is new to me. I've had it a while, but I've not done a walkthrough or anything of it because it is one that, oops. To get used to this, it's weird, this because it's a different iPad and it does the zooming in and out a bit different, so I have to kind of get used to it. But yeah, so I know this one's been out a while, and I think it was in a different box before the older version, and then it was republished in this blue colour box, and I've not worked with it yet. I've had it a little while, not super long time, but a little while, and you know, the cards, as you'll see, are still in order. So this is by John Matthews and is illustrated by Cheska Potter, and she's the artist of the original Greenwood Tarot. So this, I think, will be really nice because this is so Celtic, which is so me, really. So I do love this. And as we know, the Greenwood Tarot is extremely difficult to get. I do have a version of it, but it's not the original. So I wouldn't show it on here. But apparently it's supposed to be getting republished, which would be great if that does happen. But look at these cards, they're so cool. I think this will be good for spring and summer again, with the colours and stuff. I mean, I love this, the Lady of the Ways. Again, this, I just know this deck will speak to me, because already just looking at it, I just get that feeling that it's going to be a me deck. I love this, the Circle of 9. So, like I say, I don't tend to do walkthroughs usually of decks that have been out for a while because everybody's already seen them, unless I'm asked to do that specifically. Then I will, of course, if anyone ever wants to see a full walkthrough of anything that I just show a quick few cards of, then just always let me know in the comments and I'm happy to do that for you. Same with any of these that I've shown today in this VR. If any of these you would like to see a full proper walkthrough of, I'm happy to do that, no problem at all. Just let me know in the comments down below. So yeah, so that was the final deck, which, as I said, is the Celtic Shamans pack, which I will be also using this spring. So yeah, so thank you, Candy, for this tag. It was really cool, and I thought I would join in this time with some decks for spring. I will link Candy's original video below so that you can go and have a look. And if anyone else would like to do this tag, that would be great. I'd love to see other people's choices of decks to be used for spring or to be read with, which would be great. So yeah, I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you all have a lovely weekend, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye for now.